what if the moon just disappeared one day? It's hard to imagine our world without it. We all know the moon as an essential part of our planet's ecosystem. But how would life on Earth actually be affected if it vanished? Our oceans would immediately begin to change. Without the gravitational force of the moon, our tides would lessen significantly, leading to much lower ocean levels. Coastal habitats, such as salt marshes and mangroves, would likely drown or become stranded. Many marine organisms rely on the tides to survive. So we can only imagine the chaos this could cause in the animal kingdom. In fact, even the Earth's crust would feel these changes almost immediately. Since the moon's gravity also stabilizes our planet's tilt, its sudden disappearance would have devastating consequences. But before we continue, make sure to subscribe for more fun science videos. Also, stick around until the end of the video to learn what would happen to you if you were on the moon when it disappeared. Scientists believe that the days after the moon's disappearance would be pretty dark, literally. According to some reports, the Earth's surface would plunge into total darkness for several days as a result of massive earthquakes. And while we're used to seeing about 50% of the moon at any given time, what would it look like if we could see the entire thing in the sky? Let's find out. 1 week later, people around the world are already feeling the effects of the moon's disappearance. Plants are wilting due to a lack of moonlight. Animals who navigated by the stars are disoriented and confused. And humans are beginning to panic. With each passing day, the Earth continues to wobble on its axis, causing drastic changes in climate and weather patterns. Without the stabilizing force of the moon, extreme temperatures are frying crops and causing widespread famine. Even the planet's atmosphere is thrown into chaos, leading to more frequent and intense storms. But perhaps the most alarming change is the sudden disappearance of nocturnal animals. Owls, bats, and fireflies, creatures that thrived in the darkness, are nowhere to be found. Some scientists believe that they may have simply perished, while others speculate that they've retreated into hiding. But one thing is certain: the balance of nature has been tipped, and there's no telling what will happen next. Months pass and humanity is on the brink of collapse. The absence of the moon has caused widespread devastation. Global temperatures have soared, leading to extreme heat waves. Crops have failed, leading to widespread starvation. And the Earth's wobbling axis has caused massive earthquakes and tsunamis. In this desperate hour, humans are forced to come together and rebuild society from scratch. They construct shelters to protect themselves from the elements and work together to grow food, but even these efforts are not enough to save them. The moon's disappearance has had a devastating impact on the Earth's ecosystem, and there's no telling what will happen next. Humanity's fate hangs in the balance as they struggle to survive in a world without the moon. Will they be able to adapt to these drastic changes, or will they perish along with the rest of the natural world? Only time will tell. As years turn into decades and centuries, the Earth begins to heal itself. Although the scars left by the moon's disappearance are still visible, nature is slowly but surely reclaiming what was lost. The oceans have stabilized and new tides have been established. Plants and animals have adapted to the new environment and new species have begun to emerge. However, the same cannot be said for humanity. Decades have passed since the moon's disappearance and humanity is on the brink of extinction. The hardships of living in a world without the moon have taken a heavy toll on the human race. The Earth's axis, no longer stabilized by the moon's gravitational pull, has continued to wobble, causing massive earthquakes and climate change. These natural disasters have wiped out most of humanity, and the survivors are struggling to stay alive. Food is scarce, water is becoming polluted, and the sun's rays are too intense to be endured. Humanity has tried everything to restore the moon to its former glory, but nothing has worked. The moon is gone, and there's no bringing it back. As the last remnants of humanity fade away, the Earth is left to heal itself. The planet is now in a state of flux. Its axis no longer stabilized by the gravitational pull of the moon. This means that over time, the Earth's tilt will change, which could have profound implications for the planet's climate and environment. Without the moon's stabilizing influence, the Earth is free to wobble on its axis, which will lead to drastic changes in temperature and weather patterns. These changes will likely be felt most acutely at the poles, which are currently experiencing some of the most extreme weather on the planet. As the Earth's axis continues to wobble, the poles will become even more inhospitable, leading to the melting of the polar ice caps. This will raise sea levels and could potentially flood coastal areas around the world. Additionally, the Earth's atmosphere will be thrown into chaos. Without the moon's gravitational pull to stabilize it, the atmosphere will become more turbulent, leading to more extreme weather events. Storms will be more severe and more frequent, and the climate as a whole will become less stable. All of this will have a profound impact on the planet's ecosystems, potentially leading to mass extinctions and major disruptions to the food chain. Overall, the long-term consequences of the moon's disappearance will be disastrous for the Earth. The planet will be thrown into a state of chaos, both environmentally and climatically, leading to the potential end of life as we know it. And now for the final moments of truth, the moment we've all been waiting for. What would happen to you if you were on the moon when it suddenly disappeared? Now, here's the thing. If you were on the moon when it suddenly vanished, you wouldn't actually be on the moon anymore. Confused? If the moon were to disappear, all of its mass would still be present in the system. It would just be gone. You'd be hovering in space along with the rest of the moon's debris, experiencing zero gravity, until you eventually found yourself hurtling through the vast expanse of space, forever lost from everything you once knew. Your journey would be one of infinite wonder and terror as you witness the beauty of the universe while also confronting your own mortality. Eventually, you'd either burn up in a faraway star or freeze to death, alone in the cold, dark void of space. So there you have it. The moon disappearing would be an event of catastrophic proportions, causing immediate and far-reaching consequences for our planet and its inhabitants. While it's impossible to say exactly what would happen, we can be sure that it wouldn't be pretty. So let's just hope it doesn't happen anytime soon. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.